G'day guys, welcome back to the show. We're your hosts. I'm Rob.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're at episode 23. And tonight's
23.
topic is going to be awkward moments. Yes, 23. How good, eh? We're rolling along now. 23 is...
You know what?
Felt like we were...
I love that we have we look forward to every Tuesday now. It's good. Yeah. It's like every Thursday I look forward to playing pool, but now, because we've been doing it long enough, Tuesday night, it's podcast night, and then it's Rocket League. This is going to be a good night.
It is good to have a bit of a structure with this now. It really is, because before we were all over the place and we didn't know what night we were going to do, and we tried to do certain nights. But Tuesday nights just fell into place. Everything just fell right into place there.
Works out really good, actually.
It does.
You got that Monday coming off the weekend to sort of... It's like you come in pretty fresh. Well, you should be coming in fresh. You know what I mean? I'm not condoning drinking on a Monday, but come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of glad.
The six-pack last night.
Kind of glad we don't do Sunday nights anymore, especially when we want to have a Sunday session. Like, fuck, we've got a podcast tonight.
Half cut.
Yeah. Look at Rex.
Yeah. Oh, introducing here again, podcast. Fuck.
Here's going, guys.
You haven't even pressed record yet, dickhead.
Oh, could you imagine that? You do a whole podcast and you haven't even pressed record.
I'm surprised that we haven't done it already.
I'm shocked. I really am shocked. And that's sober.
Like something is right up our alley.
Well,
yeah.
I've done the muted mic for 2.5 hours until one viewer has finally stumbled into the stream and gone, by the way, mate, we can't hear you. Been live for 2.5 hours. Oh, fuck, thanks for telling me.
I think that was me when I first started watching you.
It was you.
First started watching every time I'd come in, I'm like, mate, here's my speakers are fucked or I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Hilarious. You'd be funny on mute too, because you'd be animated as fuck.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, just someone go,
what's going on?
He's like, oh god, he's shadow boxing again. Make sure his dog's in the bathroom.
I'm not sure what's happened, but it's not good.
It doesn't look it's going great.
How do I unsubscribe from this weird cunt?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Fucking hell.
Well, before we start the show officially, I just want to thank Beef and Reef Apparel last week. That episode was actually really, really good, and it was our highest viewed YouTube video so far. So I'm quite happy with that. Some good things come out of that episode too. We got a couple more followers. We got a few more subscribers on YouTube. People reached out to me and told me that they've went out and bought some Beef and Reef apparel, which is awesome. And even Beef and Reef themselves have told me that a lot of people have reached out to them and told them how good the episode was and they enjoyed the interview. So I absolutely love that.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. That kind of feedback's brilliant, isn't it?
It's good to hear. And that's what we want. We want people to, everyone gets to meet everyone, and it reaches out to other people.
Yeah, got a bit of a connection there. Because we can feel the connection when we're speaking to people, but whether that translates to the listener, that's what you hope for, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think one of the most impressive things about that is the fact that, because obviously we're not fucking, we're three blokes who just sit here on a Tuesday and talk about what we want, and we don't have 300 million subscribers. So the fact that we've, I guess you could say, I hate using the term influencer, but influence someone to go and buy something from a guest that we've had on, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It is.
It really felt good when I seen that. I'm like, that's really cool. I really enjoyed seeing that and hearing about how much they enjoyed it and went out and bought the product as well, that we interviewed the people that owned it, that was really cool.
Yeah, sure.
But you don't...
That's awesome.
I mean, you hear about those kind of things going on when someone's got multiple million followers, but, not... just two small Aussie battlers interviewing each other. It's pretty cool. I reckon it's fucking highlight of the year. off the books.
Oh, bloody oath. And one thing I love about it as well is my wife, Sam, she doesn't wear country apparel at all. And what was it? A couple of days later, I think it was, she's on their website buying some stuff, and she bought herself a shirt, bought me a shirt and a hat, even though she told me I'm not allowed to have any more hats, but I win this one because I didn't buy it. And I swear to God, the next day we got a message saying it's been shipped. No, sorry, she did it in the morning, and that afternoon we got a message saying it's been shipped. I was quite hoping to be here today so I can put it, I'd be wearing it right now, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it is. That's like, you know, that's a company that's on top of their customer service too. Like,
yeah.
You know, as anyone who has a small business or even a large business, customer service is everything, I reckon.
Yeah.
And you know, not that I've ever had to use the customer service for Beef and Reef, or, you know, but postage times like that outside of the state, like, it's impressive. And also, we learnt that the clothing side of that company's sort of a side gig for them. So to even be on top of that,
I was surprised by that.
You know,
yeah, sure.
Like I if you want barbecue rubs, you're waiting a couple of days for an email because I'm just coming out of a coma. That's probably the poorest business advertisement I've done on this podcast thus far. Trust me, you'll get your product.
Eventually.
Get it eventually.
Yeah.
And it will taste amazing.
So look, mate, it's been a couple of years. I don't know. Fuck, I might just go get some Lane's barbecue rubs.
Tired of waiting, pal.
But yeah, it was a great episode and a really good insight into a small Aussie-owned company.
Yes. It was really cool to find out how they go about it, and yeah, like you said, how they both work outside of the company as well, which is cool. And like you said, like at the end of the day, if they both get sick of their job, they've got a nice little nest egg there. They can pump it all into the business and blow it up. Because I reckon that logo, and because I got the logo with the pictures in the background, like, so it's got the camping on one side and the beach on the other, in the behind it, and I'm like, man, that is sick. Because Sam got me the black and red one originally, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then I looked at the other one, I'm like, change that and get me that one, because I fucking love that logo. That looks sick.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they did those until I got a Christmas gift from them. I was like, I don't know, you know, there's a lot of companies that do that, like, you know, the Longhorn sort of thing, but I love how the Longhorn's like, the anchor is like fucking fair up through the Longhorn.
Yeah.
It works really well. And as Heather said last week, not a lot of other companies, if any, do that sort of ocean to beach type theme. And I'm thinking, never seen it. Ever.
Yep.
But yeah, kudos to them both, you know. And as you said before, like, I reckon they've started something pretty solid there. If they ever wanted to leave the, I guess, what do you call it, the 9 to 5 life type thing.
Well, how good is it? Like the logo. Was it? She said a guy from Norway. Was it Norway? I reckon it was Norway. She said.
Yeah, it
come
was
up
Norway,
with the logo.
Yeah. That's
pretty cool.
That threw me. I was like, okay, yeah, right. Like, yeah, because it's very. You look at it, it looks Aussie as fuck.
It really does.
Yeah, it does.
Like, yeah. So, no, they've done well there.
On the oath.
Just another thing, just one last thing, and then we can get on with the show. This glass that I've got. It's come up. Chris Mainwaring from the Eagles. This glass I've had this glass for years, and a couple of years back I tried to, because I talk to his lad every now and then, and I said to him, I said, I've got this glass, I've had it for fucking ages. I said, but I'd love to give it to you, like, so you can have it and drink a beer out of it, your dad's fucking mug and all that sort of stuff. And he's like, yeah, that'd be cool. And like, things happen. I think it was not long after that our shed flooded, so we had to take everything out, and I forgot about it. So I was going through my shed yesterday, and I was going through boxes and that, and I found it again. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, should I message him and see if he still wants it? Like, or should I just keep it and just use it as the mug I use, the cup I use every time I do a podcast? So I've always got it, and when I drink out of it, people see it and all that sort of stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know what, I'm just going to message him, see if he still wants it. But if he doesn't, tell him what I'm thinking about doing. So I said, hey, mate, just I found that glass again. I said, are you still interested in having it? I said, or if not, I'd be happy to keep it and use it on the podcast every Tuesday night, and that's what I drink out of, and that's all I drink out of. And he messaged back and he's like, nah, mate, I fucking love that idea. Do that. Do the podcast idea. He goes, the thing is, we've got a lot of memorabilia of Dad and all that sort of stuff. So he goes, I'd rather see it being put to use and it be on your podcast. I'm like, that's sweet, mate. I'll definitely do that. So this glass here will always be on the podcast now.
Oh, good.
That's cool. That's a cool niche, eh?
Yeah.
I like that.
And then hopefully one day we'll get him on. Zachary.
Yes.
Well, that'd be unreal.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on with the show. We're talking about awkward moments. Everyone knows what awkward moment is, when someone waves and you wave back and you're like, oh, wow, you're not waving to me. That's awkward. As if that hasn't happened about 1,000 times in your life.
Yep.
Or the,
I'm going to let someone start. Honestly, I need to gauge the audience here.
Well, I reckon there'll be a bit of back and forth here, because there's no huge long stories, but I've had one awkward moment. I had an almost full-on conversation with someone until I realised they weren't even talking to me. They weren't even talking to me. Oh, it was so embarrassing. They were like talking to someone, and I swear to God, I went off for about 2 minutes, and the guy looked at me and he's like, oh, sorry, mate, I'm not even talking. He's like, I'm not even talking. And I was like answering him and everything. I'm like, yeah, no, it's great. But his answers back were similar to what I was saying to him. And I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, and he turned around, and as he's turned around, I've seen this. And he's like, I'm not even talking to you, mate. I'm like, oh, my God.
Say, 2 minutes is a long fucking time to be talking to the wrong person. That's, man.
I thought he's like, hang on a minute. Like, he stops talking to the person on the phone. He's like, hang on a minute. He's like, sorry, mate, do you think I was talking to you? Nah.
That's the issue. That's the fucking issue with those earbuds. Right? And you see it all the time, especially so when you go into a questionable suburb and you see cunts walking down the street, hand gestures and talking, but you can't see the phone or anything.
Yeah.
Now, are you on hands-free or are you a moron?
Yeah.
And it's hard to gauge when you go into certain suburbs, because you're like, well, you could very well just be a fucking raving derelict.
Yeah.
Or you could just be on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the way it always catches you. And, it used to be a lot of it. Actually, when it first started, it was a bit of a shock, because you see cunts walking around talking to themselves. So what are you doing, mate? Just having a chat to yourself, and then you see the earbud, and back then it was full covering the ear.
Oh, yeah, those full.
You don't really see it that much now. Like, when people are walking around, a lot of people just mainly use them when they're sitting down or something. Or the ones when they talk to their phones, like, it's like, wow, well done, mate.
Oh yeah, they look like something out of a James Bond movie. It's like, fucking he's here.
Oh, now they wear your phone all the way around your face now.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. We should have we'll put a pin in that one. Pros and cons about modern living,
mate. Fucking idiots.
That makes me angry.
Yeah. Another random awkward moment I've had is when I was a groundsman at a primary school once, and the school had finished and the teachers were staying behind and they were doing stuff, and one of the teachers come out, and there's a female teacher, and she's like, are you able to give me a hand for about 5 minutes? And I'm like, yeah. And I walk in, there, and I go to sit down and help her do whatever she was doing. And she's like, oh, sorry, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the teacher that was on the oval.
Oh, you're probably thinking, this is how
God.
Pennyhouse stories start.
This is fucked. And then one of the other teachers walked past her and was like, oh, it looks like you got a friend. And I'm like, fuck. I'm never coming back here again. Find someone else. I sat down like, what do you need, love?
Yeah. Come on, I'm gonna get something. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, you waiting for the tick a
Yeah, that's right.
Background.
Yeah. Here we go.
She's gonna ask me to the office here. You watch.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a spanking.
Actually, speaking of women, if that's where we're going, I had one not too long ago. It wasn't actually a romantic thing. It was just talking to some random at the pub in general. We were talking about lawn bowls out of everything. And the first time I've ever met this person, and I'm having a conversation, and she's asking me, she's like, do you play for Woodford? I'm like, yeah, I play for Woodford. You know, I've been playing for about 3 years. And like, not a bad looking woman, right? And fucking, as I'm explaining to her, you know, about lawn bowls and, you know, how it works and everything, the biggest piece of spittle leaves my mouth and lands straight on her face. Like fucking bang. And like, she's pretended it didn't happen, I pretended it didn't happen, but we all know that it's just fucking taken place. And I automatically already feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, I can't talk any longer.
You're watching it just drip.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
we should wear
it's just like,
we
it's
should
just
wear
like
glasses.
hanging off her ear. It's like, you get the Ajax spray and wipe out. Spray
Oh,
out
imagine
lenses.
if she was wearing glasses and it's just like dripping down the glasses.
Oh. I'm like, sorry, did
You're
I
no
say
longer
something
looking
wrong?
at her
You're
eyes. You're
crying.
just staring at that.
Yeah. Just like, you gonna wipe it?
Like, excuse me, I'm trying to tell a story here. You want to get the spit off your face, you fucking rude bitch?
Excuse me, you've just
shit.
been spit on. Get that off.
But yeah, it's happened. Like I've done it with mates too. Like just like I'll be talking like a fucking spit on their face, like accidentally, and it's just like, oh, sorry about that. Thinking, oh,
Yeah.
I got him, and he's thinking, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
He got
The
me
old
good.
Carl Barron.
He got me good.
Oh,
Carl Barron,
Carl
yeah,
Barron. Yeah.
Oh,
No one says anything. Oh, you got me.
this one song,
man.
Family Guy.
That does remind me of a slightly awkward moment that I had at the pub with a mate. We were all drinking, and I told a joke. It was just a wisecrack, like a short joke, and it got him just at the right moment as he'd taken a drink. And like most people, you know, when they spit up a little bit, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
and you put your hand over your mouth. No, he has spat his entire mouthful of drink all over me.
Oh no.
All over me.
Oh no.
All over my face, all over my shirt, all over
Zinger.
Shit.
just directly in my face, like Triple H with the water bottle.
Oh
And I'm
wow.
like, what the fuck? Like, we're on, like,
And you can't even be mad. you caused it.
yeah, I know. He's in stitches. I'm soaked. Like, oh, in the middle of the fucking busy pub at lunchtime. We had to go back to work and everything.
Oh no way.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh fucking
I was
hell.
slightly orkies.
I like, you know, like, it's not necessarily an awkward moment, but you feel awkward. Like, you ever, like, fucking spilt a full beer at a pub, and everyone
Oh
sort
yeah.
of notices? That's
Uh,
awkward for me.
Yeah.
So I have
I do it.
a nickname.
I do it when I'm sober,
Spilly
not when
McGee.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I remember talking
Yeah.
to you about this.
Matt knows
but
how to spill.
I'll do it at the start of the night, where
Yes.
it's, like, unacceptable.
Yeah.
Depending on, like, at the end of the night, if I was to do it, one, I've got a reason, I'm hammered, and two, I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. But at the start of the night, you spill a beer, it's like,
And then every cunt yells out, taxi!
taxi! It's like, oh, haven't heard that one before, you fuckhead.
My most
Fuck
spilly
you.
times are like between drink 3 and drink 6. Like before that I'm fine,
yeah.
after that I'm fine. But like you
Yeah.
spill
See-
a drink
yeah.
after drink 3 and everyone looks at you like you're a piece of shit and you've been drinking all day. It's like I've had 3 drinks.
Dad's been on it all day long.
Relax. Just fucking relax.
Yep. The infamous, or that 3 to 6, like, I don't know, like 3 to 6 beers at home, it's like nothing. But 3 to 6 beers at the pub, I get into that slot where I'm not hammered, but I'm like, all right, I'm not driving anywhere, but like I get a little bit incapable, unmotorized.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing, but immobilized. Sorry, fucking hell. Yeah.
Oh man.
And you spill a drink, it's like, whoa. And you know when someone spilled a drink because you don't just spill the drink on the table. The glass always hits the fucking ground for some reason.
You generally smash something somehow.
Yeah.
Mine's generally with stupid hand gestures. I'm like getting too into my conversation and I'll knock over someone's drink. It's generally not even mine too. I'll knock over someone else's drink and be like, oh, I am so sorry.
What are you drinking your own? Like, sorry about that. You should probably get yourself a new one.
I remember this one night, went out with mates to this pub in town, and they always have a live band, small dance floor. Right, I was pretty hammered, but I was holding my drink and I was going out in the middle of the dance floor, like swaying around. I dropped my drink. So this is the first time I dropped my drink and it's hit the ground, smashed, fucking drink everywhere, and like I've literally, because I know that the bouncer's just over here, he's gonna kick me out if he sees it. So I like, as soon as it left my hand, before it hit the ground, I've gone. Like I'm back through the ground. I'm at the bar. I'm at the bar when as it's hit the ground. So if that's not bad enough, I have done that. I've done that 2 more times.
Oh my god!
That night.
Hell,
there is shit all over the fucking dance floor, man. I remember like my mate looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, just couldn't hold on to it.
Just can't hold it. Just can't hold me
I
liquor.
reckon I was blaming their glasses and everything. Like, the fucking glasses are too big.
Bloody oily.
There's too much. There's too much.
I can see too well. Fuck.
There's too much condensation on this guy. It must be too hot in here and too cold in here.
Oh, that's the best justification I've ever heard for that situation. I'm gonna start using that.
Bouncers had no idea it was me. I was that quick.
It's like there's spilled drinks everywhere. What the fuck's going on? Another awkward moments is when you're like out with your mates or whenever you just sit around with mates or whatever, and you tell a joke and no cunt laughs. Like no one even makes a snicker. Like they don't go. You're like, and they just look at you like, what the fuck? You're a fucking idiot.
I've got
one hits
I've got a
home.
special.
Yeah.
I've got a special thing for that. You just turn around and start abusing everyone.
Fuck
Like,
you all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Turn
turn the tables
and be
all
like,
down.
you cunts are all completely fucked.
Yep.
You still going to
I
church tomorrow?
like guys do that. One of the biggest insults would be like if I was telling a joke, whether I'm telling a joke in person or I try to send a funny video to a group chat, and like the group chat one is notorious for this. Like if no one finds it funny in the group chat, like you'll see people read it, and it'll be like 5 minutes after everyone's read it, and you'll get that one cunt that'll comment back going, "Nice one, man." Like sarcastically. It's like, yeah, okay. I fucked up. Like, yeah, thanks, mate.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Sometimes
Nice one, man.
I find those jokes, I'm like, this is hilarious. And then you forward it on, and as soon as you forward it on, it's like, oh, no, it's not. This is actually not funny.
What have I done? We should pull out right now.
Yeah, and then everyone thinks, well, this cunt just doesn't get it. But yeah.
I think that's why I only ever send anything to you guys, because I know you've got the same sense of humour. So I'm not going to get the reaction every time. But if I send it to someone else and they're like, they don't say anything, or they just move on and say something else, I'm like, I think I'm going to unfriend you right now. I can't. You don't laugh at that meme I sent you.
When they like brush over it, it's like they didn't. Yeah, it's like, you know how long I searched for that type of joke? Damn.
Appreciate it.
Well, it's funny. You know how many times like me and Rob have been drinking together or whatever, and for like hours, it's just us two laughing
Oh, yeah.
at everything, and every other one's just like, okay.
Yeah, everyone's sitting there going, what the fuck are you laughing
Like,
at?
what the fuck is happening? We're just cracking each other up.
Oh, man.
I don't. I don't have a. I don't know. If, it was sort of awkward at the time. I was old enough, but I was still pretty young. I'm going to say I was like maybe 10 years old at the time, and we were at a party. It was obviously my parents' friends' party. All the parents were around, sort of drinking, and us kids were running around, having water balloon fights and shit. And I remember getting smacked in the face by a water balloon. Fucking
Yeah.
exploded on my face. Fucking wet, whole wet shirt. And I wasn't crying or anything, but I was very fucking salty about that whole situation. And I remember going up to mum and like fucking latching onto her leg, and then I started crying.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't mum.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, it
brilliant.
wasn't. I was like, I'm still sorry. And I was like, this is fucked. Like, I was old enough to know that that was fucked, but young enough to be like, I can get away with this, surely.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it was in that moment, I was like, I felt my skin starting to crawl. I'm like, ugh, I don't know.
I don't know, man. 17's
Really
pretty
cringe.
old.
This was yesterday.
I was gonna say, this happened just yesterday.
But yeah, no. Just like awkward shit. Like
that's
we always,
Augies.
there's always that one kid at school that called the teacher mum at one point.
Oh,
During fucking
yeah.
Yeah, everyone's had that.
school. And like you'd never let that cunt get away with it. You'd be like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Like, everyone.
Yeah, no.
Even the fucking nerds were paying him out.
Even the
those-
teachers.
Yeah. Even the
You're a
teacher at the front of
loser.
the class going, ha, nerd, loser.
Teacher's like, oh, you wish.
Yeah. I've seen
wish
your mum.
I've seen your mum, you wish, cunt.
Yeah.
She's a
Fat
pig.
bitch that weighs outside the yeah.
Awkward moments, especially having kids. I've actually done this. When Indy's running around and stuff, and all she has to have is just a hair in her ponytail or something, and you're trying to do stuff, and you put something down, you look around, and you just reach down and grab her. Well, I did this one day, and I was like, I was at Xavier's school, and I put his bag down, and we were about to walk out the classroom, and I just reached down and grabbed her and picked her up. And then as I've turned around and looked at her, it was not even my kid. It was someone else's kid. The mum's looking at me. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna put it down. The mum's like, I don't think she'd want to go with you, mate. I'm like, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. I'm like, Indy, get the fuck over here. I need to get out of this fucking school.
It's funny because you instantly start, like, sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god. It's like, sorry, I don't even have a kid at this school. Nah.
Well, that's like when we were
Oh shit.
when we were in Adelaide, it wasn't only me that made this mistake. This family come past, and the little girl was dressed exactly the same as Indy. And fucking, I seen the kid running towards fucking some random thing, and I'm like, Indy, get here! And the next minute, Indy comes by me. He's like, "What do you want, Dad?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, who am I yelling out to?" And then Sam's mum, probably I reckon about 10 minutes later, she's walking up towards this kid, going, Indy. And I'm like, Dad, Dad, don't do it. It's not her. Oh, it's so fucking funny.
It's funny if you went walking up there with Indy holding her hand, trying to call out Indy, like,
Yeah.
let's go get Indy. Fuck it.
Oh man, I'm be surprised if I've done that yet. Like the other day, I'm like walking along, my phone was in my fucking hand, and I was just like flustered and shit, and I'm like, got my keys. I'm like, all right, got my keys. Meanwhile, where the fuck's my phone? I can't find my phone.
man.
I must have left it inside, and I looked down like, all right, don't worry about it. Just keep walking.
You know how many times
so
I've
fucked.
done that? That's the biggest
Yeah.
brain fart. With my sonnies as well. My sonnies
Yeah.
be on top of my head.
Or you're wearing them.
Or you... Oh,
Well, where's
yeah.
my fucking sunglasses? They're on your head, cunt. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, man.
Tricked ya.
Self-awareness is fucking rat shit.
Yep.
Like,
I'm the worst when I'm flustered. Like, if I'm flustered or being rushed out the door or something, I'm like, yeah, I know
Yeah.
I'm going to forget something here.
rush is the worst thing. Like,
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
well, like, if I can't feel my phone or my wallet within like an arm's reach, if I'm getting rushed out, I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not actually going.
Yeah.
This is fucked.
I
Day's
can't
gone.
leave. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I'm going back to bed. Fuck yous.
Yep.
I used to do a 3-tap when I lived in the flat by myself. I'd do a 3-tap. It was before all I was doing.
do?
It's like tap, tap, tap. Yep, everything's there.
Yep. I do that about 50 times a day, I reckon. Because
Yeah.
you know, something
Yeah.
pings in your mind, sometimes you're like, I'm forgetting something. You grab all the important shit, like phone, keys, wallet. Okay, done. Alright, I'm
Yeah.
good.
I
Yeah.
do that even when I'm like, if I've successfully left the house with everything, I'll do it when I'm out, like at the pub. I'll be like, yeah, everything's there. Hang on, where the fuck's my wallet? It's like, it's just there. It's on the bar. But like, I freak out when I can't feel those essential items in my pocket. It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
That's why I like going out with
That's,
Sam, because when we leave the house, I'll go to walk out the door. She'll, you got this, you got that? I'm like, yep. And when she, you got your wallet? I'm like, yeah. I don't. Like, oh, hang on, I'm just gonna go inside for a minute and grab something. Grab your
Yeah,
wallet.
no,
Shit, you went and grab your
I do
wallet,
that
didn't
a
you? I'm
lot.
like, nah, grab me sunglasses.
something completely different.
I'll leave my wallet at home on purpose.
Grab that peanut on the cabinet.
Have you heard that fucking... Have you heard that Adam Sandler song? The phone, wallet, keys?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, he does like a rap about that exact thing. About
Oh, really?
All a man needs when he leaves the home is wallet, phone, keys. Wallet, phone, and
So
he
true.
does this full rap.
That
thing.
is
It's fucking
true.
hilarious. Like, unless you go to the airport, then you need wallet, phone, keys, passport. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
If you find
yeah.
it, it's funny as fuck.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Funny.
It's
Talking about kids again. The kids they can create awkward moments.
Oh,
for
God,
you
awkward.
too.
There's so many
Out in
awkward
public.
moments.
Especially kids that have no filter. And
No.
like, I remember something as simple as seeing a really tall lady once with, holding Marley's hand, and I'm not squeezing her hand before we even get there because I know she's going to say something. And all she said was, "Geez, Dad, that lady's tall."
Oh my
Like,
god.
but loud as fuck, pointing at her face. Like, and it's just something really simple, but
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're past going. I'm sorry. She's got.
You must
no
get this a
filter."
lot.
Yeah, you must get this a lot because you are a giraffe.
You're fucking huge.
we the house that I grew up in till I was like fucking 14, I think. We had neighbours, our neighbours, like, lovely people. We still talk to them today, and hopefully they don't have the internet, but they were very large people. They're very large people, and I remember, again, I was young, like probably younger than 10 now, and a kid with no filter, and we're having what I can only assume was a barbecue type of thing. My parents were having a barbecue, and everyone's sort of sitting around, and again, having some drinks, etc., etc. And I'm not going to say names, but the lady from next door was, she had a plate of, like, whatever the fuck it was, sausages and steak or whatever, and she's like standing up to eat, like she's not sitting down to, like, a lot of people are sitting down to eat and they've got it like on their lap. She's like
Yeah.
standing up at this little fucking ledge near the window.
Yeah.
And I'm just like going, I went up to her, I'm like, why are you standing up to eat? She's like, oh, it's more comfortable. And me just going, I'm just like, it's because you're fat, isn't it? And fucking Dad grabbed me by the hand, pulled me inside into the bathroom because it was the closest private room, and flogged the fuck out of me. And that was back because I had just gotten a brand new game on the PS1. It was called Hot Wheels fucking something. I don't know. It was the Metallica was the intro music, so that was all I can
Oh,
remember.
that's funny.
And he broke that game in half.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
just got it, and I was yeah. I was like, yeah. But is it because you? It wasn't even a question. I didn't even say it as a question. It was like a statement. It's like, yeah, it's because you're fat, isn't it? Not. Is it because you're heavily overweight? It's like, no, it's because you're fat, and fucking. Like, yeah, I can only imagine how my parents would have felt at the time when I said
Oh,
that.
wow.
Like, fucking, it's one of those things like a young kid which is funny because I don't remember a lot of shit from when I'm young. You know, you get certain things that like stick out. It's like
Yeah.
I remember that night. I think maybe because I got flogged. I don't know. I remember why.
Those things stick with you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was. Yeah.
But it's funny, you can forgive kids for saying shit like that. I remember, this one's not so funny as it is annoying, and not really awkward as it is I wanted to punch her, but I remember going shopping with my youngest daughter. My youngest daughter was born with a hemangioma birthmark on top of her head, and it was quite large. It looked like my brother dubbed it the Hubba Bubba, because it looked like someone had chewed a Hubba Bubba and stuck it on top of her head.
Yeah.
The lady behind the counter was fucking scanning her groceries. Is like, "What's wrong with your daughter's head?" I'm like,
Jesus.
"Who the fuck says that to someone?"
Yeah.
Like,
That's weird. That's not weird. That's rude.
Yeah.
rude as fuck, isn't it? I mean, less awkward, more rude.
Yeah.
But like, if a kid said that, you'd be like, "Ha,
Yeah.
cheeky little bugger."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that sort of shit
Yeah.
came up all the time. Other kids would be like, "What's on her head?" But not from a
Yeah.
fucking 30-year-old adult lady that I didn't punch.
Should know better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lack of. Well, she works in retail. She should know better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
should.
Like, yeah,
Right.
you.
Just stand there looking at her like some kind of piece of shit.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
learned
sorry.
with Xavier, because I know how he just doesn't care when he says things. Just no filter. And I say to him now, if we're walking anywhere near someone that I know he's going to say something, I'm like, we'll talk about it after we walk past him. You've seen some guy coming up with one arm. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, Xavier, did I not ask about his arm? I said, we'll talk about it when we walk past. And he's like, all right. And we walk past, and he's like, what happened to his arm? I'm like, we fucking barely just walked past him. We've just
gotta
walked
run
past him. Just run past him, flying
Yeah,
past.
run past,
What's-
holding his face like this, like you're abducting him.
Yeah.
Don't mind
This is
me.
this is all the guy hears. What's wrong with his arm?
Actually had a similar experience like not too long ago. Remember when we were playing Rocket League and Xavier's on the other end going,
Oh my god, that was so
"Probably
funny.
was good at this game."
That was hilarious.
Man, I couldn't keep it together. I was fucking laughing.
I was like,
so
shut
hard.
up. You know?
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Oh, you think Robbie was good at this? I'm chilly
I was
daddy.
halfway. I was halfway. This can't suck.
Oh, it is funny.
Well, on the gaming side, I know that I think I've told this story on here before, but obviously, I think me and Rob told the story before. Awkward moment gaming when we were playing Fortnite, pissed, and we and we started shooting the bloke that we thought was in God mode, the hacker.
Oh my god. That was the fucking most
Well, it's
hilarious
just streaming it,
awkward
we were
moment.
Chasing this cunt all over the fucking map, shooting him. Went through all our ammo just to realise that he was on our own team.
Oh, Paro.
No way.
Abusing the fuck out of this cunt, like, oh,
We both.
this
It's like
cheating,
we
hacking
both found
cunts.
out at the same. It's like we both realised at the same time. It was just like we just stopped and we just looked at the camera and we're like, "Oh fuck, is this guy on our team?" And then we're like, "Oh my god, he's on our team." I should actually
He
find
would've
that
felt
clip and
personally
upload
attacked.
it again.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
This is such a funny clip. I think it might be on my
Yeah.
Instagram actually.
Guys, what's wrong? What have I done? Like, fuck, that can't be
He's like,
so-
these fucking losers stop shooting me. Fucking hell.
It was not. We're not talking like 3 seconds, 5 seconds here. We're talking a minute and a
We're
half.
hunting
like,
it down. How are you
Chasing
dead?
Went through ammo, had to go and find more guns to try and kill this cunt. Like, it was an extended period of time.
It was pretty funny.
Power's not a bad excuse though. For that.
Oh, it was pretty good.
That's a good pass. That's funny.
If
as
I-
fuck, though.
As soon as we figured it out, like that was the end for us. We were fucking.
Yeah.
We were gone.
And we were like, then we were laughing for the next 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
It's just like we just put our controllers down. We didn't even care if we got shot. We were just pissing ourselves laughing. I know I've got the clip somewhere. I know I've got the clip because I put it all together. So it went from Matt to me, and I reckon I've got it on my Instagram. I reckon I'll find it, and if I find it, I'll upload it to the gaming channel. I reckon.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Well, has anyone got any more awkward moments, or we can?
No, let's turn this into an awkward moment. Oh,
I've done the one to leave everyone on is you see a lot of memes about it. It's only ever happened to me once, and I believe I was in the local IGA, and I was passing one of my friend's mum coming out, and as all she said to me on the way out, she just nodded and went, "Ryan," and I was like, and you know, you would normally say, "Oh, g'day," but the only thing that came out of my mouth was, "Good on you." It's like,
Good on you.
What is that? Like, what is that? It's like, "Hey, Ryan, good, thanks." Fuck me, shut up.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I've had a lot of fucking awkward moments doing that. Like, g'day, you going, mate? Yeah, you good, mate?
Yeah.
What?
It's like your mouth gets flustered, and it's like I can't get the words out, and you spew something stupid.
I did want to say this one because this happens to me. I don't know if it happens to anyone else. So, when you come face to face with someone, not in passing, so you say, "Yeah, good mate, how you going?" And they say, "Yeah, not bad, how you going?" And then you reply with, "How you going?" again, or something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you've said something wrong, but the conversation continues, but you're not actually listening to anything they're saying anymore. All you're doing is thinking about how bad you fucked up the initial.
Yeah.
Here you go. So you're actually not taking it. They're like, blah, 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 blah,
It's almost like you've got to bite the bullet
everything.
and go, "Look, hey mate, apologies, I'm fucking off it." What'd you say?
Yeah.
I need to start this whole thing again. Can you just walk
Like,
back
can we just
10 paces?
fucking never meet ever? Like, you go that way and I'm going back to my car and we'll just forget about we just fucked up in the local Woolworths.
It's funny because it makes you fuck more shit up because they're like,
Yeah.
"What do you think of that?" And you're like, "I didn't listen to anything." Just go, "Yeah."
You walk back to your car
Yeah.
like all hot and flustered, and you go to drive off and you got it in reverse and you back over some poor cunt comes behind.
And it's the same guy you just had the awkward conversation with.
And you get out and say, "Sorry."
How you going, mate?
No,
There you go.
that's the
You
fucking
could just-
funniest thing. This
And
is
you've also forgotten his name, so you can't say anything. Bring me
oh,
an ambulance. Oh no, I don't even remember the name.
Tell him
This
my
is,
name, mate.
Better off just getting in your car and backing over it again and fucking off.
See you, mate.
reverse over him. Oh, so yeah, you drive back over him. It's like, oh, sorry, mate. That leads me to something that I'm not exactly proud of, but it was hilarious at the time.
Who did you kill?
Back in 20... It's not even 2015. Back before 2015, I was dating this bird from Evans Head, New South Wales. She ended up moving up here. And we're at a local sports club, and we're having dinner. And I had a couple of mates with me and their partners. It's sort of like a triple date type thing. And we're all me and my mates having a couple of beers, and we head over to the pokie room. It's getting a bit late, like, it's going on to 11 o'clock, and the announcement comes over the radio or the speakers saying, "Oh, last drink was shutting in like 45 minutes." And I can tell that my partner at times, she's getting antsy. She's getting very annoyed and very impatient. And, when I'm having a few beers with my mates, no one else's feelings matter. So I'm still sitting there drinking. So she's already well enraged by the time we do leave. She's driving up. She's designated driver. Somehow on the way home, I say, "Let's go to Macca's. I want to get a frozen Coke and one of those 50-cent Sunday fucking things, soft serves." So we're in the drive-through, and she's ordering, and by this time I've got that drunk hunger feeling. So we're ordering a heap of shit, and I just keep throwing things at her to order, and she's getting more and more angry. So we pull up to the fucking window where she pays to get the food, and me being an absolute fuckhead, I've chucked her car in reverse, and she's so angry.
Oh my
takes
god!
the food from the cunt in the window, plants her foot down, and we just go backwards. This bloke giving our food has seen this angry bitch in the driver's seat, just go fucking straight backwards. I'm hysterical. She's as angry as she can be, and I can't even hold it together. I just think it's the funniest thing I've ever done today.
And I never saw her again.
Nah, fuck, it was, yeah. Lucky that
fuck.
I wasn't even thinking. Like, I've had a few beers during that day. We got it there at like 2 p.m. Lucky there's no cars behind us.
Yeah,
Like, that would have been
oath.
fucking, you know. So, but yeah, good time.
Oh, I'll quickly finish with
That's
an awkward
fucking
moment
good.
I do every now and then at McDonald's. I don't know why I fucking do it. It's mainly when the kids are in the back screaming and carrying on like fucking goats, and I'm trying to order shit through the bloody thing, and then I'm like saying, "Oh, yep, all that," and when they read it back and they say, "Is that right?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's good," and then they say, "All right, drive around to the next window." Instead of saying, "Okay, thanks," sometimes I'll say, "Okay, thank you, bye." Sam's like, "Why'd you say bye to them?" I'm like, I don't know. Now I've got to
Fuck,
see them.
that's good.
I'm not paying you ever.
Oh, I thought you were going.
bitch.
I thought you were going. You said bye, mate.
Oh, fuck. Right, hold on. This has given me a really good one that I did just last week, and I completely forgot about it till now. I pulled up at the Macca's drive-thru, just like yourselves.
Yeah.
Do you know, sometimes you can hear the other box,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so there was a bloke next to me on the left-hand side, and I heard the box say, "What can you get? What can I get for you, please?" I've spewed out my entire order, right? The box has even replied, but they replied to him. But it was at the exact same moment that they needed to reply to me. So they said, "Is that all?
my
Is that all?
God.
Thanks." I'm like, nah.
No.
Can I also get spewed the rest of my order out? Blah blah blah. Like sitting there waiting, and then all of a sudden my box comes in and goes, "What can we get you?" I'm like, "Oh."
Imagine that cunt just had like $100 order of shit.
He was
I'm
just
like,
sitting there like, what do you keep answering for? I didn't ask for anything.
Is that all? Thanks. I haven't even started, cunt. Fucking, what are you doing?
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, man.
I've lost everything. I couldn't even give him a fucking order properly after that. I'm like, oh no.
How can I help you? You can't. See ya. Go.
That's gold. That's so funny. It's so true though, because sometimes it's that loud you think it is
Yeah.
coming from your side.
Like it was just the kids in the car.
Oh man. Oh, well, that was hilarious. That was a good episode. That
Good chat, boys. Good chat.
Oh,
It was a good chat. It was a good way to top off episode 23, and we've got what date is it now? It's 6, so we've still got another few more before the end of the month. We have another guest.
that'd be
But,
good
Beer
episode.
review in shortly.
get a beer. Yeah, I was just about to say that we'll definitely get a beer review in, 100%. And yeah, hopefully, maybe next episode we might get a beer review in. Let's hope. Let's strive for a beer review. Something we all hate to. We hate to do it, but someone has to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoy the show, and we'll see you next week. Catch ya.
Later, guys.
Cheers, legends.